Oh, he's not really in it again.
It's okay. Hi again.
Like, there we go.
This is Bart, and I'm me.
Yeah. So we're gonna do another trail today, the Pinnacle Trail. It's gonna be about a 6-mile trail. It's supposed to be raining and snowing today, so we're trying to get in there and get out quicker. But we'll see. We got some jackets just in case. Poor Dexter might get a little wet. I'm sure he's gonna be thrilled about that. But no, we'll probably try to get out of there pretty quick. It's only, like I said, it's a little under 6 miles, so we should be able to get in and out pretty quick without dilly-dallying around. So yeah, hope y'all enjoy the footage. So we're here, but it kind of looks like the trail's closed.
Yeah, way to document our trespassing.
Bucket.
It started raining almost immediately as we came out. Mine is all bundled up, and Dexter just going off the trail. It's a cool looking trail.
Don't advertise that.
I mean, it's got, there he goes. It's like I think it's a trail for, what do you call it, mountain biking. So, but anyways, we're trying to get through it quick because it is cold and wet. Temperature's already like below 40 now. So it's supposed to snow here in a little bit. So I'll update in a few.
So it's been about an hour now and it finally stopped raining. So we're a little wet, but it's like 40 degrees. I had to take my jacket off because I was sweating like a dog. But you know, Dexter's definitely enjoying it. Huh, Bobby?
Yeah.
You ready?
We're also giving him treats today. We got some training treats, so practicing, like every time he comes back when we stop, he gets a little treat. Calling him back if he gets too far ahead. We've been working on with me, so he doesn't go past you. He stays like right by your ankle, so.
And his favorite game is this one, Dexter. Yeah. Dexter. All right, you ready? Go, 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 go. Full of water back here. Big old tree. We keep running into deer, but we can't catch any on the film. They're all through here. Also some birds that aren't here. But the trail just keeps zigzagging back and forth. It's a cool little mountain biking trail. Dexter's loving it. Well, you know what time it is, Dexter. You ready? Set? Ready? Set. Go!
Come on, go, 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 go.
And we're off. Come back. You wanna come back? You wanna come back?
All right. Hello. So yeah, it took us about 3 hours on the nose to finish the entire hike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just under 7 miles.
Yeah, it started,
It's like 6.8.
temperature started dropping down about 36, 35 degrees. It was getting pretty cool there at the end. Dexter, on like the very last leg, he saw a big puddle of water and he was like, nah, I don't think I'm going through the water. It took a lot of coaxing to get him to go through, and then once we got him to the very end, there's like a little road, and he just basically started shivering. You can see him in the back panting now because we've had the heat blasting just to warm him back up a little bit. Probably put it a little too high, but it's all right. I was also trying to see how dry my socks got in the 20-minute drive over. And they're actually about dried already, so they're pretty decent.
Yeah.
I was gonna say my rain jacket did not work at all. It was wet out within the first hour, so I was just completely soaked. But my little pack cover that I got for like 20 bucks on Amazon worked great, so it kept most of my pack dry.
Yeah.
But you, what was your stuff?
I was really impressed with the like Columbia pants that I have, the hiking pants, because it was drizzling for I'd say like 2/3 of that hike at least, and never soaked through. The rain just like rolled right off, so I guess they must be a little water resistant. While hiking, I felt like my socks were pretty dry, but then once we got in the car I realized they actually had been kind of wet. But it was comfortable while we were hiking, so I didn't feel like, you know, sometimes if your socks get wet, you immediately notice and feel like you get blisters immediately. So that wasn't the case with these. And these were just like socks from Cabela's, hiking socks that are made of like a wool blend. And I was really happy with my like new hat because it was getting kind of cold, and I got this hat that has some like nice insulation on the inside, so
Thanks,
I felt pretty
Mom.
warm. Thanks, Mom, for Christmas. So that
Yeah.
worked out really well. So that's kind of what I had in terms of gear.
Yeah, my pants were great too. I was happy with everything. Shoes are good. I don't know about using these same shoes for the whole AT though. I think they're gonna carry a lot of water. So that's why we're trying stuff out, you know, checking everything out, seeing what we like and what we don't like.
And do you have
Dexter
any-
seems like he's liking his stuff. I need to get him a little jacket or something, and I need to get me a rain jacket too, so.
Yeah. Any thoughts on the trail? So we did the Pinnacle Trail.
Yeah, so it was definitely not a hiking trail. It was a mountain biking trail, but it was pretty rooty. There's roots everywhere. Lots of like little crevices because it was made for mountain bikes, obviously. There's a lot of recent damage, so they had chopped up a bunch of trees. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty good. It wasn't too muddy. Only a few patches of real deep water, like we were talking about, where we actually ended up in a decent amount of mud and stuff. His pack's a lot cleaner than it was last time, that's for sure.
Yeah. I did appreciate how much wildlife there was. We saw a ton of deer, cool birds, heard a lot of cool birds like woodpeckers and owls and things. Saw a lot of tracks because it was kind of a little muddy in some places. Though one thing I really didn't like about this was that because it's kind of close to, like parts of the trail are really close to a residential area with some apartments, homes, and really close to the highway, there was just so much trash. Like, more than just regular litter than you would see.
Oh, yeah.
You probably saw, and it went on for, I would say, at least 2 miles of the trail. That, like, we saw a couch, tiki torches,
Yeah, some ass
buckets, like probably 40 tires. Like, it was just a dumping ground for so much stuff, and I couldn't believe that, like, there hadn't been a fence put up to prevent people from just dumping stuff into the park. Or a sign that says no dumping or something, or at least having it cleared out, because some of it really looked like it had been there for a while.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Yeah, and when you're going out on a trail like this and you're on a hike, that's not something that you want to see, and especially knowing that there is so much wildlife that lives there,
Yeah.
it's probably better that that stuff's cleared up. So in my opinion, I don't think that that trail was maintained well enough, but as Barb pointed out, they had cut down some, like some trees that recently fell, and they had cut them apart so that the trail was clear. But I just kind of felt like we had started, and in the first hour and a half, the only thing I saw was a little balloon, and so I picked up the balloon because I was going to leave the trail cleaner than I found it. And then by the time we got towards the second hour, I was like, dude, I would need a whole dump truck to take all this trash back. It was
there's
pretty
even
ridiculous.
a whole car back there, like a 60s car that I don't know if they crashed it. It was upside down, and you could clearly see where it had either bent into the tree or maybe it moved. I don't know. Maybe they drove it into the tree. It was, I don't know. It was kind of weird, but it was completely upside down, and it, like a tree either grew around it or it hit the tree. So,
but the trash just kind of ruined it for me.
It didn't bother me too much.
It didn't bother him. The other thing
We were kind of head down when it started raining a lot, so we were, I wasn't looking around as much. We also saw some deer pelvis that I wouldn't let Anya keep.
Yeah, someone had found like deer bones and hung them up in a tree, which is kind of weird, but I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, the witch wanted to bring him back and put him in the cauldron.
Yeah, but I look out for like cool things like that on a trail, I guess. Yeah, the trash thing was just like pretty, because there was everything.
Yeah.
You name it, and we found it in terms of trash and debris. It kind of bummed me out.
It happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was good. It was good to test everything out and kind of see what was and wasn't waterproof. It would have sucked to start
and cold too.
Doing like a whole trail and then have a jacket that didn't work.
Yeah. So we're learning things.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Dexter
fun,
had a
Dexter.
good time. So.
Yeah.
All right.
That tail
Well,
wag.
until next time. Bye bye.
Bye.